Michael Keys, kind of maybe give us a little bit of how things have gone in the spring offensively, especially with the quarterback?
Yeah, I feel like things have gone good. 15 opportunities, right, in spring football, and you got to take advantage of every single one of them. And I feel like our quarterbacks, for the most part, have done that, right? Starting out, just teaching the scheme, getting those guys familiar with what we're doing, right? Because, Lucas has been here for 8 months to this point, but Donovan coming in new, and then the 2 walk-ons are young as well. So teaching the scheme, getting familiar with it, learning how we communicate, right? Getting everybody on the same page. And then now we're getting into situational football, so it's a good opportunity to take from the scheme, right, to apply it to situation, right? And so every opportunity for 15 straight practices is an opportunity to learn, and I'm really proud of the quarterbacks right now, their day-to-day approach, taking advantage of every one of them.
This hasn't been a situation you've had to be in for several years with Clayton.
Yeah.
Been here. Is that sort of, you want Clayton back if you could get him, but in terms of maybe some freshness and stuff, has that been kind of a neat part of the?
It's been neat. It's been neat. Absolutely. We've been spoiled. We were spoiled with Clayton, right? Really good player, and he knew what we were doing offensively. Lucas and Donovan are 2 very bright individuals, right? So they're picking up things, and it really gives you a new sense of new perspective on the offense when you have to reteach it to somebody new, right? So there's nuances in the offense that might not have come up because you have a veteran quarterback, right? And those things kind of come to light, right, when you're dealing with a new quarterback. So it's kind of been really good to see a new guy go through the offense, right, and see where we can improve as an offensive staff and from structure offensively.
What have you seen in the growth of Donovan in your system through the workouts?
He's picked it up really fast. There's some carryover, right, with Tech and what they were doing and what we're doing. There's some carryover, but Donovan's son of a coach, right? He's grew up around the game, and he understands it. He's had 3 different offensive coordinators, offensive coaches, right, throughout college. So he's picked it up quick because there is quite a bit of carryover. Just a very mature kid with the way he works as well.
How competitive have these spring practices been in that quarterback's room?
They're very competitive. Those guys are pushing each other, right? They're really supporting each other, but they are pushing each other every single day, right? We're as strong as the unit, right? We're as strong as the weakest link, and those guys are really pushing each other, and I feel like we're growing as a unit.
When you go into the end here, do you guys feel like you know a little bit more about direction you want to go, or is it still I don't know if this is a Dana question more?
Yeah, it's more of a him question. Absolutely. No, we got 2 guys with similar skill sets, right? So what we do offensively is really not going to change. Which one of them is going to be the starter, one of them is going to be the backup, and the system's not going to really change, right? And they're very similar type players. And the fact of the matter is both of them are going to play most likely in college football, right? It's very important to have a good backup and for him to understand what's going on. So that's more of a Coach Holgerson question.
He has said it's a cumulative thing within the staff, making decisions. How tough is that call going to be? Well, whoever makes it, how y'all make it, when you make it.
Well, let's hope that they make it tough on us, right? That's a situation you want it to be in where they're pushing each other so much to where they're making it tough, right? Those are tough decisions, right? That's the head coach's decision, and that affects all of us in this program. But I'm confident that whoever is the guy, right, is going to put us in a good position, right? And the backup will be there to support him and step up when he's needed.
Michael, when y'all opened spring, it's about the time they announced your new title. Dana had mentioned the last couple of years you had been in charge of sort of I guess it was the analyst position where you sort of did the game planning, put things together. Can you kind of take us through what your role was there and how that kind of helps you now?
Yeah, so my role in the past has just been involved with the offense wherever we needed help, right? I kind of jumped in wherever we needed help. Largely involved in the scheme, game planning, right? Making sure that we're running plays that put us in a good position. So as far as how that's evolved, it really hasn't. right? I'm still largely involved, obviously, coaching the quarterbacks. It's just been more of an emphasis on coaching the quarterbacks and running the quarterback meeting room, right? And coaching them fundamentally as well, and making sure that that we're taking strides fundamentally as quarterbacks.
How much did that prepare you for where you are right now?
For where I am right now, well, I think that the thing that's helped prepare me the most has been just being with Coach Holgerson for so long, right? You know, at West Virginia for 2 years, I was a graduate assistant, but you know, he coached the quarterback as a head coach, so I was really involved in that. And so, you know, I left for a year from him, went to Fordham as the offensive coordinator, and when I came back, it's really just the offense has evolved, but there's such a familiarity with me and him, right, that not much has changed.
When it comes to Lucas and Donovan, what's kind of one trait that sticks out to you about each of them, whether it be like from a leadership standpoint, on the field, anything that stood out over the past few weeks?
You're talking on the field or off the field kind of characteristics?
Either
Yeah, one thing I'll say about Lucas is that he's really eager and really detail-oriented. Donovan has got a different mentality, right? But he's equally as focused as well.
In the spring game, you know, just what are you looking for from each of those guys in particular?
Just continue to grow as quarterbacks, right? And understand situational football right now. We're getting in a lot of situations. We're not just putting the ball down and playing first down, right? So that's really what I'm looking for as we get into this last week, right? Is how they manage situations. We're talking about 2-minute. We're talking about third downs, right? Being efficient on third downs, and then as we move into the red zone and the score zone, be able to put the ball in the end zone.
Last question.
Thank you.
Thank you all.